I think it's safe to say, and everybody with morality and common sense would agree, that at no point in human history were those who used their power and authority to intimidate others by the implied threat of force to show their papers, never were they considered the good guy. And yet here we go with the people who are considered the good guys, the heroes, the protectors and saviors of society, forcing people against their will to show their IDs simply because they have conducted a non-border checkpoint on American soil. These guys, historically speaking, I mean, it's easy to armchair quarterback this and look back at history and realize, hey, people like the Nazis, Stalin's troops, Mao's troops, they were absolutely not the good guys when they set up these checkpoints within their own countries and even at the border. So how could these guys ever be considered by anybody with common sense as the good guys? Here's another checkpoint in the state of Kentucky. Check this out. This comes from Liberty Bell News. Liberty Bell News.
All right.
So this is a traffic safety checkpoint, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you could show me your license, you'll be good to go.
I'm not refusing to show my license, just I'm only required to show them during a traffic stop.
Well, this is a traffic stop. It's an authorized traffic safety
No. See, I haven't committed a traffic violation.
I didn't say that you did.
No, yeah, so that's the only way that you would get my ID.
So the cop admits there is no violation. I'm not suspecting you of committing a crime. Hey, I'm just an order follower. I'm just doing what I'm told, regardless of if it's right or not, regardless of if it tramples rights or not. And this cop's going to try to convince this guy behind the wheel that, no, the Supreme Court says it's okay. The Constitution actually validates our tyrannical actions right here. Oh, really? Could you please explain that in specific detail, officer?
Okay, give me 1 second, sir.
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 second. I gotta
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I got to confer with and conspire with my compadres.
I just want to go home and eat my pizza. I live right over there.
That's perfect. I'm trying to let you go. All you gotta do is show me your license and all.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I'm trying to let you go. You know what would happen if this guy just goes, screw you. I don't recognize your authority, and just drives off. What are they going to do? Of course, they're going to deploy all the resources of the state. If it's necessary, get the cruisers on the ground, the dogs on the ground, the helicopters in the air. They're going to bring you to bear.
Why's that?
No, not if I've committed a traffic violation and you've already said that I haven't.
That's correct, yeah.
So I don't need to show one. I'm only required if I've committed a crime or if I've committed a traffic violation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, what's your name?
No, and that's my. See, you're under oath to uphold my Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my person, places, and effects. That's my name. You don't need my name. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. all
Yeah,
right?
no problem.
Yeah, give me 1 second. This is outside of my wheelhouse. This is outside of my jurisdiction. You've gone above my pay grade. I got to get with my buddy here. We're going to conspire. Hey, this guy he's not falling in line, man. He's not following orders. He's not being the very thing that we shouldn't be. That's an order follower, doing what they're told regardless of what is right. Let's see what this guy says.
How you doing?
We're not asking to hold your ID if you just got it.
Yeah, no, did he explain what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
That's not how it works. Hey, dude, we got the authority. We got the power. We got the endorsement of the state. I got a gun. You probably don't. That's not how it works. It works the way we want it to work. It's for the benefit of us, not the benefit of you.
Are you a supervisor at all? Well, I mean, if you'd like to talk to a supervisor about it, it's exactly how it works.
Does the car come back to you?
I don't answer any questions.
Well, we will see about that.
Yes, sir.
We will see about that. If we have to exert force against you, sir, that's just the way it's going to have to be. Here's the deal. You take it one of two ways. My way or my way. So see, you got a choice. Badged Nazi clowns. This is truly tyranny. When you can't operate on the public highways and be secure in your person, you're not free. What are they going to come up with here? I always appreciate when somebody turns their engine off so we get better audio. All right, what's this cop going to come up with? Remember, you have the right, the unalienable right, to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. That includes your car. You have the right. Wasn't given to you by government, and it can't be legitimately taken away by government. Listen to what this guy says here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How about just letting me go down the road, man?
Okay, yeah, we just need to see your ID real quick.
No, not minus the violation.
In other words, you're not free to go on your way unless you submit to me and my gang.
Okay.
And I've already been told on camera there was no violation.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Here's the thing, man.
Yeah.
In Kentucky, it is a traffic safety checkpoint. Okay?
I know.
And it is entirely constitutional, and there's no violation.
No, it's against the Constitution asking for my ID.
A safety checkpoint cannot be construed as constitutional. I don't care what the black robe tyrants of the Supreme Court say. I don't care what the Congress says. I don't care what the Senate. I don't care if it's the President of the United States. I don't care if it's your state legislature. It said you have the right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. And if that's not true, then there's another supreme law of the land that these people need to say they're bowing down to. No. It's safety checkpoint trumps the Fourth Amendment. Just go ahead and say that, because that's what your actions are saying. So can you please demonstrate, officer, how this is in concert with and in harmony with, I have the right to be secure in my persons and my papers? Can you please explain that to me? I'll wait. Break out a thesaurus, break out the legal handbook, break out the state codes, whatever you want to, but you're going to have to explain to me how what you're doing isn't equal to trashing my rights right here on the spot.
Okay, so it's not, okay?
Yes, no, it's against the Constitution asking for my ID.
Your insurance is flagging on the car, too.
Okay.
Got my insurance right here, but there's no reason to see it.
You got it?
There's no reason to see it.
Here's how it's going to work.
Insurance is flagging on the car is a lie, because you're going to find out later on his insurance is up to date. And if they ran your tags, they violated your Fourth Amendment right. The fact that we have tags, the fact that they make you have tags under the implied threat of force, that, hey, if we catch you going down the highways and byways with a vehicle that doesn't have the appropriate tag, we're going to take you out of the vehicle, we're going to impound and steal your property, and you'll probably go to jail and have to pay a hefty fine. That right there is roadside extortion.
You're either going to get out of the car, show us your license, or we're going to get you out of the car.
Force.
You're not seeing my license minus a violation.
That's the threat of violence right there.
Please call. Calm
You
down,
want us to
sir.
get you out of the car?
Hey, sir.
Like it's actually doing in our system.
Yes.
Then I would stop you to verify you have insurance.
Okay.
So that in itself is...
Look at these two young guys. I think that they probably think they're doing right, but if you actually had a conscience, you would know that you're not doing right. You would know that you're part of a criminal enterprise, an organization that's threatening and terrorizing people who just want to be left alone. This guy says, hey, I want to go home and go eat my pizza. My pizza's getting cold and you're disturbing my peace. You're interfering with my right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And these guys don't care, because I think in their minds, in their hearts, they've convinced themselves that they are the good guys, that they are the heroes, that the indoctrination program has come full circle in their own minds, and they're already solidified in their own cognitive dissonance. And even though there is disharmony and they've locked themselves in their own ideological framework, their law enforcement thin blue line, thin blue gang framework, where they're the heroes, not the villains of the story, that's where we are basically two ships passing in the night. They are on a completely different level and a completely different lower plane than the rest of us. They actually believe that they're doing right when they're actually doing wrong. They actually call people who are operating in freedom resisting the authorities. They're calling dark light and light darkness. They're putting bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter. Their whole world is upside down because they've decided to go ahead and believe the lie. And then you attach a paycheck to we get paid for this? Oh, okay, good. It is the rare individual who will come to the knowledge of the truth and correct his evil actions when he's being incentivized to not correct his evil actions.
Legal reason to stop you, minus the whole checkpoint stuff. Okay.
So we have, what he's saying is we do have probable cause for this stop, okay, for this interaction right
That's
now.
a lie. That's a lie. You don't have probable cause that a crime has been committed. You don't have probable cause that I have no license on my car, because he's going to show his license here, his insurance here in a second. You don't have probable cause I don't have insurance. You don't have probable cause that I committed a traffic infraction. There is literally no probable cause. And you don't even get the lower standard of reasonable articulable suspicion, because they can't even articulate what he has done wrong, because they've already articulated that he hasn't done anything wrong as they lie about his insurance. This is truly pathetic, guys. And this is in the state of Kentucky.
And because we have probable cause of a violation being your thing is flagged for insurance, we do need to see your license. Okay?
It's a lie.
Just the license.
It's a
And
lie.
valid insurance.
Well, now, it stepped up. You see how it ramped up a little bit from just the license checkpoint to an insurance.
Okay. So the probable cause for our interaction right now, keeping you here, you are detained because it is flagging for verified proof of insurance.
But you didn't have.
That's just a bunch of word salad. Did you hear what he just said? Listen again to what he said.
So the probable cause for our interaction right now, keeping you here, you are detained because it is flagging for verified proof of insurance.
But you.
So his probable cause is that their system has flagged for improper insurance. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see the computer that generated that report right there. Or he's lying. Either the computer is mistaken, which typically that doesn't happen. If your registration is linked to your insurance and your insurance is up to date, it's not going to say it's not up to date typically. Or the cop is just outright fabricating a story so that he can get his way.
Didn't have that before the stop, officer.
Because that's our introduction. We're checking people's driver's license to make sure they're legally allowed to operate on the roadway.
Yeah, well,
Like he said, if I were to see you driving down the road,
Legally allowed to operate on the roadway. We need to make sure that you've got your papers in order, because the government doesn't grant permission to its peasants to operate a vehicle. Okay, I'm just saying operate because I know operate is a buzzword. I know travel is a buzzword. I know driving is a buzzword. But this guy's traveling in his own private property on the public roadways. But if you don't have permission from the government to do that, that gives us a foot in the door and a justification to pull you over and interfere with your course of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I'm only displaying it if you could please shine your light.
It's infuriating. This is infuriating what's going on.
So you're the owner of the car, so we've established that. Now we just need to see your insurance so you can go.
Wow.
You know what? My girl told me to get a new one. It's probably at the house. But there. I'm fully legal.
That's
it
the
is
current
current.
one.
It's current.
Oh.
You're good to go, sir.
That's all. Easy enough.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, sir.
Easy enough. We had our way, and tyranny prevailed. Now, I'm not holding anything against Liberty Bell News right here. You know, some people decide, hey, you know what? I got to cut my losses. Some people go, you know what? I'm going to jail for this. I'm standing. I'm going to stand. So I don't hold it against people who just acquiesce because they don't want to spend a night in jail or the weekend in jail. They don't want to take the chance of maybe getting abused in jail, because we know that those are basically rape cages. So I don't hold it against anybody, but at what point do we go, you know what? This ain't working anymore. We don't respect or recognize your authority, and what you're doing is disgusting and repugnant. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you think that these officers acted as tyrants, I want to know what you have to say. If you think that they're there for our public safety to make sure that everybody is sanctioned and given the blessing of the government to operate on the public highways, let me know. Leave your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description. I will see you in the next video.